Deep within the heart of Africa lies a world untouched by time. The Congo Rainforest, a realm of unparalleled beauty and ancient secrets. Its emerald canopy breathes life into our planet, a tapestry woven with countless species, each playing a vital role in its delicate balance. For Melanie, this vibrant ecosystem is thrummed with the rhythm of life, a symphony of chirps, calls, and rustling leaves. But even in paradise, shadows lurk, and not all stories are of harmony. Today, however, a different sound has begun to dominate the jungle, or rather, the absence of sound. A hush so profound, so unnatural it feels as though the forest itself is holding its breath. The usual chatter of monkeys, the distant cries of elephants, the incessant buzz of insects, all have faded. This is not the peace of nature. This is the silence before a storm, a chilling quiet that whispers of an ancient, terrifying presence. For generations, tales have been whispered around jungle fires of a creature of unimaginable scale, a beast so ancient, so powerful, it blurs the line between predator and myth. They call her Ananda, not merely a snake, but a primordial force, a living, breathing river of muscle and scale. Her very presence redefines the food chain, casts a shadow over every living thing, and reminds all that tremble in her path of the true meaning of fear. With a speed that belies her size, Ananda strikes. Life, once vibrant, is extinguished in an instant. But Ananda is not simply a hunter fulfilling a need. She's a collector, a drain on the very lifeblood of this forest. Her cold, reptilian gaze doesn't just see prey. It sees a resource to be hoarded, a testament to her absolute dominion. She is not just in the ecosystem, she is above it, a tyrannical ruler reshaping the very fabric of existence. For Ananda, death is not always the immediate end. She drags her unfortunate victims, still breathing, still alive, into her hidden lair, a dark, echoing cave behind the thunderous curtain of the waterfall. There, in the suffocating darkness, they await their fate. A living larder for a monster beyond comprehension. This is not just survival. This is cruelty, a systematic draining of the forest's vitality. The chilling silence of Ananda's reign has been broken, not by hope, but by pure, unadulterated terror. The forest, once a symphony of life, now echoes with the desperate flight of the innocent. Ananda's shadow stretches long and cold, forcing every creature to confront a choice: flee or be consumed. The fear is palpable, a poison seeping into every root and branch, threatening to extinguish the very spirit of this ancient land. But even in this despair, something stirs, a primal force awakening. Beneath the terrified scramble, the very earth begins to respond. A tremor, deep and resonant, pulsates through the soil, a pulse of colossal power. With each unseen step, the forest floor groans, and droplets of water dance on leaves, reflecting a colossal shadow passing overhead. This is no ordinary predator. This is a force of nature, a legend, waking from a deep slumber, announced by the very trembling of the ground beneath us. From the depths of the jungle, a titan emerges. This is Barouk, a silverback of unprecedented scale and power. His scarred hide tells tales of battles long forgotten, of a resilience carved into his very being. He is the last of his kind, a descendant of an ancient lineage, sworn to protect the balance of this sacred forest. For generations, his ancestors stood as guardians, but their numbers dwindled, their purpose forgotten. Until now, the forest, in its darkest hour, has called upon its last, greatest hope. But Barouk's reawakening, is not just a response to the forest's plight. It is deeply personal. Near the entrance to Ananda's dreaded lair, his gaze falls upon a relic, a small carved stone pendant. It was once worn by a youngling, a lost son, a life tragically taken by the very evil that now suffocates the forest. This small object ignites a fire within Barouk, transforming him from a guardian of the ecosystem into an Avenger driven by a profound, heartbreaking loss. The silent grief gives way to a monumental fury. Barouk unleashes a roar that is not merely a sound, but a force of nature itself. It is a thunderclap echoing through the canopy, a defiant challenge hurled at the heart of darkness. With each powerful beat of his chest, he asserts his claim, not just as protector, but as the harbinger of retribution. This is more than a warning, it is a declaration of war. The sleeping guardian is fully awake, and his patience has run out. The path is set, the ancient evil awaits. With a fierce, unyielding resolve burning in his eyes, Barouk turns towards the gaping maw of Ananda's lair. The time for sorrow is over. The time for flight has ended. Only one thing remains: the confrontation. The Guardian has returned, and the forest watches, holding its breath for the battle that will determine its very future. The roar of defiance echoed through the ancient jungle, a challenge thrown into the very heart of darkness. Now, at the maw of Ananda's lair, two titans stand poised. This isn't merely a confrontation. It's an apocalypse in the making, a brutal ballet of primal power that will shake the very foundations of the Congo. The air crackles with anticipation, heavy with the promise of a battle unlike any seen in centuries. Barouk has arrived, and the Serpent Queen awakens. From the depths, the ancient evil unfurls. Ananda, the colossal serpent, a nightmare-given form, explodes from the shadows. It moves with a speed that defies its immense size, a living, breathing anaconda of destruction. Its intention is clear: to crush, to suffocate, to assimilate Barouk into its grotesque collection. In a flash, its massive head strikes, and its sinuous body writhes, attempting to ensnare the Guardian in its deadly embrace. This is the serpent's signature move, a lethal constriction designed to break even the mightiest prey. But Barouk is no ordinary victim. His agility belies his colossal frame, dodging the initial bone-crushing lunge. With a guttural roar, the Silverback stands his ground, meeting brute force with unyielding power. His hands, gnarled and scarred from a lifetime of survival, become shackles around Ananda's monstrous head. Every muscle in his massive body strains, holding the serpent's fanged maw at bay. It's a clash of titans, raw strength against raw strength, and the very ground trembles beneath their monumental struggle. Ananda, cunning and relentless, adapts. While its head is pinned, its immense tail, thick as a tree trunk, lashes out with a mind of its own. In a horrifying grip, it wraps around Barouk's leg, yanking the mighty gorilla with unimaginable force. The ground tears, ancient trees shatter like kindling, and Barouk is dragged inexorably towards the treacherous, murky swamp. The serene forest is transformed into a chaotic battleground. Every branch, every root, caught in the devastating wake of their conflict. The serpent's fangs, honed for millennia, find their mark. Ananda sinks its venomous teeth deep into Barouk's shoulder, a searing pain erupting through the gorilla's colossal frame. A primal roar of anguish tears through the canopy, but even in agony, Barouk's resolve remains unbroken. His eyes, burning with a mix of fury and primal survival, dart across the torn earth. His massive hand closes around a jagged stone, sharp and heavy, a desperate weapon in a desperate fight. A final, desperate gambit. Ignoring the searing pain, Barouk unleashes every ounce of his remaining strength. With a devastating, earth-shattering blow, the jagged rock smashes against Ananda's immense spine. A sickening crack echoes through the air. The very cave, witness to countless atrocities, groans and shudders, dust raining down like ash. Two behemoths, locked in a dance of death, pushing the boundaries of survival. The forest holds its breath. This battle, a clash of titans, has reached its brutal, uncertain climax. Will Barouk's blow be enough? The very earth revolts. The colossal impact of the titans' clash has fractured the ancient lair of Ananda. Stone groans, dust chokes the air, and the prison of the Serpent Queen begins to collapse. In this maelstrom of rock and fury, Barouk fights not just a monster, but time itself. Ananda, though wounded, is a creature of primal instinct, relying on the unseen, the tremor of the earth, the heat signature of life, the scent of fear. This battle isn't just about strength. It's about cunning, about outsmarting an ancient evil. A strategic mind burns within Barouk, the last Silverback guardian. He understands Ananda's ancient senses, her reliance on the subtle heat of living flesh, the telltale scent carried on the breeze. With a roar of defiance, he disengages, not in retreat, but in preparation. He plunges into a pool of frigid, mineral-rich mud, coating his immense frame, smothering his own life signature. Then, with a stealth that defies his size, he vanishes into the dense foliage, becoming a ghost in the very forest he protects. Ananda, sensing nothing, thrashes blindly, a cold reptilian mind, momentarily bewildered. The ancient serpent, bewildered by Barouk's sudden disappearance, rears its monstrous head, its primeval senses struggling to locate its prey. The air hangs heavy with anticipation, the forest holding its breath. Then, a thunderous roar shatters the stillness. From the zenith of a colossal tree, Barouk descends, a living, breathing avalanche of muscle and righteous fury. He lands with earth-shattering force, his mighty hands locking onto Ananda's colossal jaws, upper and lower, a grip that promises the very end. With a primal scream that echoes through the very roots of the jungle, Barouk unleashes power born of 1,000 generations of guardians. He tears Ananda's jaws apart, a grotesque, final act of overwhelming strength. The ancient monster thrashes in its death throes, then collapses, its reign of terror ended. Exhausted, covered in grime and blood, Barouk turns. The sound of trapped life stirs him. With renewed purpose, he begins to tear away the massive rocks, clearing the path to the serpent's dark prison. The cave, once a tomb, now holds the promise of freedom. From the depths of Ananda's dark lair, life hesitantly emerges. A wary tiger, followed by a startled deer, then monkeys, and countless other creatures. A living tide of the jungle's heart. They see Barouk, the colossal gorilla, the titan who faced their terror. No words are exchanged, no fanfare, only a profound, ancient understanding. One by one, these creatures, freed from their living prison, offer a silent, solemn bow of gratitude to their savior. They recognize the sacrifice, the courage, the unyielding spirit of the guardian. The light returns to the Congo. The sun, symbol of hope and renewal, pierces the canopy, chasing away the shadows of fear and tyranny. Barouk, the weary guardian, stands atop a craggy peak, watching his forest breathe again. His mission complete, the balance restored, he turns, disappearing into the emerald depths from whence he came. He leaves behind not just a vanquished monster, but a legend, the Silverback who restored life, the protector who became the heart of the jungle.